Drew here from Sequiturs.ai. Today I'm excited to share the basic features and functionalities of the Sequiturs.ai platform. Sequiturs.ai is the platform for clear thinking and better decisions. Sequiturs.ai provides structure for your perspectives so others can engage with those perspectives in very productive ways, really so we can understand one another on important issues. Whether it's teams or colleagues, friends or acquaintances, or just you yourself trying to gain clarity on your own views, Sequiturs.ai is the platform for reaching better outcomes through reasoning. There are a number of very powerful use cases I look forward to sharing soon, but for today, I'll just go through a few quick examples to show the basics. For this example, I'll play the role of a B2B salesperson at Sequiturs.ai looking to fortify my pitch in the market. And here I have an issue that's opened. An issue is the topic or question I'm looking to solicit some feedback and conversation on. It can be a URL linking anywhere online, or in this case, I've entered a simple text issue, something I'd likely hear from a prospect. You can see that Sequiturs.ai lays out the current arguments under an issue, so I can see these cards from an aerial perspective and understand the arguments that are currently in motion. I can also create a new one. And if I do so, you see that Sequiturs.ai provides the arguments framework. And this is the backbone of Sequiturs.ai. I need to break my perspective to answer this issue into separate pieces or premises that lead to my conclusion. This allows me to reveal the thought process that gets me to my conclusion, basically to share the work behind my conclusion so that anyone can agree or disagree with any part of it. Here I'll check out this argument, and you can see it's two premises and a conclusion. Therefore, your org should use Sequiturs.ai to improve internal communication. I've also submitted a citation here. A citation is any documentation or evidence in support of a premise or conclusion. Here I've just linked to an internal Confluence document that has some supporting analysis. Now, because my perspective here is structured so neatly, anyone can engage with any part of this argument. And actually, you can see that someone has directly challenged premise 2 of my original argument. Maybe this objection was raised by a fellow salesperson who encountered this challenge in market and wants to raise general awareness of it so that when others encounter it, they can be well prepared. I can click into this challenge argument and interact with it in exactly the same way I could with the original argument or any other argument. And I can also create comments too. In addition to interacting with the individual premises and conclusions, I can just create comments as well. I can comment on any individual piece or the whole thing. So let's go back to the original here, and I want to draw your attention to the revisions on the right-hand side. Revisions are Sequiturs.ai's way of maintaining the relationships between arguments as they unfold and undergo collaboration and iteration. So at the top, we have my original argument with two premises and therefore the conclusion. If I click down here, I can see that there's an additional premise. So someone has added a premise, and Sequiturs.ai maintains that relationship. So over time, I can see how my arguments evolve and how they change and hopefully improve. Now, I also have the ability to vote on individual premises and conclusions. So I think this is a great point. This is a great point. This one is not so strong for the market, but I still agree with the overall conclusion. One important feature I want to draw your attention to as well, as described by this argument, is the portability of Sequiturs.ai arguments. So Sequiturs.ai arguments are extremely compressed, information-rich, and very easy to understand. That's the whole purpose of it. And I can take this very compressed form of information and embed it. It's highly portable. So perhaps I want to make a page of the top objections that a salesperson might hear in market. and make a Confluence page, for example. I can easily port Sequiturs.ai arguments anywhere, to Jira tickets, to Confluence, any environment whatsoever. One other aspect I want to draw your attention to here can be found in this example, another argument responding to the same issue. Here you can see I've actually used a conclusion for another argument, one I actually just showed, as a premise. This really highlights Sequiturs.ai's capability of stacking arguments and building upon the work of others. So I've used this argument as an input, in a sense, to a new argument with an altogether new conclusion. So the arguments are interactive and really can be built on top of each other. I can argue, challenge, enhance any part of any of the arguments so that over time we can reach a new level of understanding, a new level of clarity. That's really the purpose of Sequiturs.ai. This is very valuable within organizations to communicate. It's very valuable as public discourse. It's very valuable for you yourself trying to understand your own ideas and your own objectives. I look forward to sharing more about Sequiturs.ai and how it can be used to generate clarity.